And we are here picking this one up in the top of the second. A little bit of technical difficulties to start. I'm Reese Dannenberg alongside Sam Miller. Here we go. We're finally ready to go for the top of the second as the first pitch from Smith gets fouled back.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a technical issue, just trying to get the start of the game as of why we are starting in top of the second. But nonetheless, we are here at O'Keefe Field to bring in the action between the Husson University Eagles and the Bates College Bobcats.
That's right. And this, of course, being the final doubleheader in regular season games for the Eagles before tournament play starts, as that is a ground out there to McCarty, the second baseman. McKenna Smith in the circle today after picking up a perfect game yesterday against Umpy, in Presque Isle. Just an absolutely dominating performance. 16 strikeouts in 7 innings. Also went 2 for 3 from the plate with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. So just an impressive day all around.
Yeah, she's going to be crucial for the Eagles' success going forward in these playoffs. And so far in this game, she's having a wonderful outing.
As that one gets slapped into left field. That'll be the first hit and base runner of the day for the Bobcats. As it will be Catherine Marasotis stepping into the batter's box now as she swings and misses at strike one. .33 plate appearances on the year so far. Currently hitting a .242 average, has 4 RBIs, also 1 homer as well. Find yourself down 0-2 here though. That one is swung on and missed, and McKenna Smith sets down Marasotis on 3 pitches.
Yeah, picking up right where she left off yesterday. Reese just once again showing her dominance at the mound. Just gets a nice 1-2-3 right there.
It'll be Grace Householder standing in for Bates. Now she fouls back the first pitch, the right fielder. And not only the 16 strikeouts yesterday for McKenna Smith, there was also 17 earlier this year in a match against Plymouth State, 15 also earlier this year against Umpy, and she currently ranks 4th in all of NCAA college softball in strikeouts. So she has been absolutely locked in and dominating all year. This next pitch is popped up in the infield, and 2 Eagles are going to run into each other. That'll be McCarty and Smith, and it will drop in the center of the infield.
It's just a bit of a miscue on that play. Just looks like Smith wanted to go for it as well as McCarty, and then ran right into each other, and which puts the Bobcats with 1 on second, 1 on third here.
Yeah, unfortunate play. Could have ended the inning. Instead, that puts 2 runners now in scoring position. And it'll be Kama Boswell up for Bates, trying to drive in a run here early. Smith's next offering is outside. The next offering is outside as well. That'll move to count to 3-0. Smith in a little bit of danger here after looking like she was going to get out of this one. The next offering is in there, right down the middle.
She really favors that inside corner of the batter's box. It seems like a lot of her pitchers just seem to be hitting their mark in terms of that placement.
And again, that pitch would be outside. Just couldn't pick up that outside corner. And that'll load the bases here with 2 away in the top of the second.
Yeah, not the position you want to be in if you're the Eagles. You already have 2 outs right now, so let's see if Smith can do some damage on the mound, and if not, the rest of the Eagles' defense can have to step up their play here.
This will bring in the left fielder, Amanda Taylor. Who looks at a strike to make it 0-1. That pitch fired in there, and it is 0-2 now. Smith looking like she might get out of this one here. 0-2, 2 outs, and that one is in there. Able to avoid the 2-out error. 3 runners left on for Bates. Bottom of the second coming up next for Husson. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
Nothing runs like a deer.
Whether you have a lawn to mow, a driveway to plow, or a garden to till, our customers know you can't beat the quality and reliability of a John Deere.
And right now at Greenway Equipment Sales, we have a great offer for you.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
And we are back at the bottom of the second. It is Madison Hollis on the mound, or excuse me, in the circle for Bates in this one. Had a pretty harmless first inning. So her first pitch fired in there is below the zone for ball 1.
Yeah, into the batter's box for the Eagles now. We've got Tori Exel, who's got 26 hits on the year coming into this game, hitting a 283 this year, so very solid numbers.
That one hit back up the middle and is able to find a hole. That is Emma Yen diving for it at second base, but unable to make a play. And Exel has now her 27th base hit of the season.
Yeah, it was good effort there from Yen to try to go for that ball, but great contact there from Exel to help get this inning started for the Eagles.
Yeah, great way to start off. Leadoff runner on base. That'll bring in Kenzie Dorr, the shortstop. He's been very consistent this year, over 100 at-bats, hitting over 300, currently hitting 333, 37 hits on the year, so very steady coming in. She looks at 2 pitches, one's a ball and one is a strike. The next one is high, move it to 2-1. The 2-1 offering from Hollis is below the zone. That'll move the count to 3-1. So if you're a hitter like Dorr, this is a great spot to be in.
Yeah, it seems like Hollis is, like Smith in that top of the second, which is really favoring that to go lower with those pitches.
And that one will be inside for ball 4. So a leadoff single and then a walk to start it off for the Eagles. 2 runners on now, nobody out. That's going to bring up Kiara McLeod, the right fielder, as she looks at a first pitch strike, 0-1.
Definitely someone you want in the batter's box for the Eagles. She's got 21 RBIs on the season, so definitely a very good piece to have in the box right now.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity to pick up some runs early. Already a runner in scoring position. Nobody out, as I mentioned previously. Count is 1-1 now. That one's hit back up the middle. Could be 2. Play over there. Yen flips it over to second, but only able to get the 1. That'll put runners on the corners now with 1 away.
Yeah, it might not be the result that you wanted for the Eagles, but hey, advancing runners is advancing runners, and that, of course, is never a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely not. Now they have a runner on third, so just a ball in play perhaps could score the runner. That'll bring up Jill Bisson, the third baseman. She looks to drop a bunt, but pulls back in time. That is McLeod taking off for second. She will be thrown out, but Exel on the transition will score from third. And the Eagles lead 1-0 now, just like that.
Yeah, terrific player there from the Eagles. That run from first base just got cut off, but then brought in the run from third, and Eagles up now with a quick 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and you take that out at second to get that early run across. Bottom of the second now, already 1-0. Bisson takes another pitch inside right there. 2-0 now. Next pitch is in there. Catches the outside part of the corner to make it 2-1. The next offering is swung on and chopped over to first. Picked up there by Leah Zoe. And that'll end the bottom of the second. One run comes across from the Eagles. Bates coming up next, top of the third. Don't go anywhere.
Selling is all about relationships and building trust. At Greenway, it's our people that have built the business. We're fortunate to have a team with years of experience. They know John Deere equipment inside and out and go the extra mile to take care of our customers.
And right now is a great time to talk to one of us about a new tractor. Get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor. Nothing runs like a Deere.
From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
And we are back in the top of the third inning now, as it'll be Cassidy Musco getting ready to lead off for the Bobcats here. Smith's first offering is laid down. That's going to drop foul behind the plate for strike one. Musco coming into today, .462 batting average, 42 hits on the year. Shooting .467 in her last 15 games, so really on fire as that one is swung on and fouled back. Quickly falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, Musco definitely on a very good hot streak right now for the Bobcats, and definitely a good time to be on a hot streak as well as the playoffs approach.
The next offering from Smith is also fouled back off to the left side. It remains at 0-2. Musco went 2 for 3 in both games of their doubleheader yesterday versus Tufts. She slaps one in the air. Bisson right there for it to put it away, and that's the first out of this inning.
The good solid contact from Musco right there is able to pop that ball up. But Bisson able to get right under it and gives the Eagles one quick out to start off this third inning.
And Bisson's been great over at third base defensively all season long. Only 4 errors on the year coming in. Made some huge plays towards the end of some games that really shifted some momentum as Ella Marr fouls that one off for a first pitch strike. The 0-1. He's outside, can't catch the zone, and that moves the count to 1-1.
So Smith is kind of switching it up a little bit. First, we saw her start out kind of favoring that left-hand corner. Now it looks like she's going more outside with her pitches.
That one is swung on and lifted just behind second base. Door right there. Put the squeeze on it, and that's quickly 2 away in the top of the third.
Yeah, once again, it was good contact from the Bobcats. Marr was able to get under it, but yeah, the second baseman was able to just get under that ball and gives the Eagles 2 outs.
This is the pitcher now, Madison Hollis, digging in. Yes, and that first inning that we actually missed, there was some really great contact being made by the Bobcats. I believe it was 3 deep fly balls, all caught by center fielders, and we kind of looked at each other like, oh goodness, where's this going to go? But Smith kind of really settling in now. Finds yourself 1 out away from 3 scoreless innings.
Yeah, it just seems like every time, it just seems like it's a common thing throughout softball or just any sport where you just kind of get those, pregame jitters, and then once you just kind of shake them off and you get warmed up, everything just kind of falls into place after that.
You just settle into it. 2 balls and 1 strike for Hollis here. She swings and lifts one into deep left field. Blackie going back on it. That one's going to bounce on the warning track. Raymond will pick it up. Dish it over to Dorr, the cutoff. That was a fantastic hit by Madison Hollis, the pitcher.
Yeah, absolutely. Just coming up to plate for the Bobcats, and has a very good hit right when they wanted it to. Obviously, you don't want to be down early in the game, so definitely a good momentum booster here for the Bobcats.
Could have been gone, too. If I believe the wind is pushing it in from that direction towards right field. Had a chance to get out of here. Dropped right on the warning track. Be the catcher, Kennedy Jones, digging in now for the Bobcats. 325 batting average on the year. 16 RBIs, looking to pick up another one here. Smith's 0-1 offering is fouled back. It is quickly 0-2. Smith's next offering, 0-2, is outside. Can't quite catch the zone, and it is 1-2 now. Bobcats threatening to get that run back. Again, the next offering is fouled away.
Got to give credit to the Bobcats here. Just even though they keep popping those up and foul, they're really making Smith work on the mound here.
Yes, definitely. The only thing is that it seems like from every opportunity that the Bobcats get seems to come with 2 outs. So they haven't really been able to capitalize on them the way they'd like to. Smith's next offering, one more time, is fouled back. Jones grounded out her last at-bat. This one is grounded over to McCarty at second, scooped up and thrown over to first. Nothing comes of the 2-out double. It'll be the Eagles up next. Don't go anywhere.
If you want a place where you can be seen as an individual and know what you're doing and have a career to look forward to, this is your place.
And just about set to get going here in the bottom of the third. It'll be Smith, Blackie, and Raymond due up for the Eagles here as McKenna Smith gets ready to dig in, looking to give herself some insurance in the circle. The first pitch finds the hole. First pitch swinging there from Smith, looking to be aggressive. able to find the hole. She picks up a single to lead off the inning.
Yeah, got to feel good for the Eagles when you got your pitcher is already pitching a wonderful game so far, hasn't allowed any runs, then steps up to plate and first pitch just cracks one in the left field. So that's got to be really good for the Eagles going forward.
Yeah, great sign, especially to lead off an inning. This will be Tegan Blackie digging in now. Checks her swing, but they're going to say it is a strike. 0-1. Blackie has reached base in 5 of her last 6, make it 6 of her last 7 games. What great timing there as I bring that up, as she slaps one the other way into right field, and now there's 2 runners aboard to lead off the inning for the Eagles.
Yeah, I got to say there, Reese, your timing was impeccable. Just got to put it that way. Now here come the Eagles with 2 runners on and a very dangerous situation here for the Bobcats.
Yeah, nobody better that you want up for the Eagles. As Katie Raymond gets set to dig in. 358 batting average on the year, 43 hits, 24 RBIs. Very, very great opportunity for the Eagles and for Raymond here.
Yeah, Raymond also last year in 2022, and she was in the NAC. She was all-conference second team, so definitely a very talented player for the Eagles and a very scary player to have on the mound if you're the Bobcats. Excuse me, the batter's box.
Yes, she has hit safely in 27 out of her 37 games this year, so she has been extremely consistent at the plate. The 1-1 offering is dropped down. Runners looking to advance. Raymond gets thrown out at first, but the job well done as runners advance to second and third now. So 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 away as McCarty gets set to dig in.
Yeah, might not be the result you were looking for Raymond. Of course, everybody wants to be safe on those bases, but can't complain about that. Extending the runners and improving the Eagles' scoring opportunity here.
Yes, definitely only 1 away. 2 runners in scoring position as McCarty gets set. Big RBI opportunity for her as she looks at, strike 1. The next offering is inside. That is 1-1. Hollis on the year in the circle through 65 2/3 innings pitched. Has allowed 18 runs, struck out 46 batters, and has an ERA of 1.92 as the next one is in there. 1-2 offering is hit on a line towards third. That one is scooped up by Boswell over there third. Looked like she wanted to make a play at home, but decided to take the easy out at first. That'll be 2-0 Eagles now.
Yeah, it was just great contact there from, it was McCarty. She was able to just advance the runner, score for the Eagles, and the Eagles now with another chance to extend this lead a little bit in this game.
McCabe hits one up the middle. That'll score the runner from third. That is Blackie. It is 3-0 Eagles now. Bottom of the third. Bula McCabe, first pitch swinging. Does a great job of going right back up the middle. Driving in the run from third with 2 outs.
Yeah, we've seen this ball go all over the place for the Eagles. They've seen past that second base line, run into left field. This ball is flying for the Eagles right now.
And that's a pass ball, and that'll get McCabe. And they're actually going to say that was a hit by pitch. So they will award Exel first base. It'll be runners on first and second now with 2 away.
Yeah, there was a bit of a miscue between the umpires there. It looked like Exel got nicked just barely as that ball was going by, but nonetheless, that'll result in 2 runners on for the Eagles with Exel with a big chance to possibly extend this lead.
Dorr now looks at a first pitch strike, catches the outside part of the plate. Dorr's first at bat, she drew a walk. As the next pitch is inside, 1-1. Batter's currently hitting .302 against Marasotis this year. As that one is swung on, hit towards third. And Boswell will just step on the bag to end the inning, but two more come across for the Eagles. It is now 3-0 Husson. Don't go anywhere. Top of the fourth starting up next.
Husson makes it a priority of theirs to make sure each of their students are well-rounded and that we're prepared to go into the future.
I mean, it's very rare to have a college that can emphasize the professor-student interaction, and Husson hits it right on the head.
Instead of just, sitting in the classroom, it's a great way to get hands-on experience. I'm actually out here doing things and seeing how things work.
After being here and meeting the people, I decided this is where I wanted to be, that there was no better option for me.
Top of the fourth, about to get started here. As it'll be Rachel Liazos leading off for the Bobcats. Smith still in the circle, of course. As the first offering is fouled back and out of play. Smith thrown 45 pitches through 3 innings so far, only allowed 2 hits. As the next one is off the plate, 1-1. That one is swung on and missed, blown right past her. 1-2 the count now.
Yeah, it looks like Smith is just not missing a beat since her perfect game yesterday. As you said, Reese just only allowed 2 hits throughout this game so far, so she gets another strikeout there. Definitely putting on a dominant performance.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Marasotis. Or excuse me, the designated player. As the first one is fouled back for strike 1. Smith getting ahead in these counts very early has been key to her success on the year as he catches the outside part of the plate there. 0-2 the count now. Smith's 0-2 offering is popped up and out of play. That one's going into the fan section. Luckily, nobody got hurt over there. We will redo 0-2. Next offering is high for ball 1. Good job by Marasotis to lay off of it right there.
Yeah, Marasotis coming to this game is hitting .242 on the season with 8 hits. Definitely a very solid player. You won that box here for the Bobcats.
And that pitch looked like it could have caught a piece of the zone, but it didn't. It is 2-2. Runs the count full now, 3-2. Marasotis doing a great job falling back 0-2 to come back and make it a full count. Next one is popped up over behind third. Bisson is right there to make a play on it. It looked like she might have fumbled it, but she was able to hold on for the second out.
Yeah, once again, just terrific job right there from, it was Bisson who just caught that out. And once again, we've just seen this repetitive pattern from the Bobcats. They seem to have just good contact, but whatever they seem to make, it either just go as foul or it just gets popped up into the infield.
Yeah, we've seen these hitters. I believe their timing on these pitches is good, but they just haven't made the absolute perfect contact that they need to be making to turn it around. Either just a bit over it or just a bit under it, resulting in these ground outs or pop-ups, but the timing is right there. And again, they've had some very solid out-bats that have ended in flyouts. But a lot of times as a hitter, you got to tell yourself, those are good at-bats, even when you make that kind of contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing to be ashamed of at all. And eventually, once these batters figure out the pitcher's style here, things will become a lot easier going forward.
And that is Hausholter, who swings and misses at that one. Set down on 3 pitches. Nothing doing for the Bobcats in this half inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Bottom of the 4th, about to get underway here at O'Keefe Field in Bangor. So it'll be Kiara McLeod, the right fielder, leading off for the Eagles in the bottom part of this inning. Hall is back to work on the mound, throws a first pitch ball to McLeod.
Yeah, McLeod on the year hitting .337 with 30 hits. So a very solid player for the Eagles in this batter's box.
Yeah, she's been very impressive all year long in the box, as you said. 21 RBIs as well, also stolen 7 bases, hasn't been thrown out yet. As well as a great outfielder, so just a very solid all-around player for this Eagles team. Hollis 2-1 offering is inside. That'll run it up to 3-1. That one is swung on and hit back up the middle. Great contact from McLeod. A diving effort by Mara over there at shortstop, but unable to scoop it up.
Yeah, got to respect the effort for Tamara to try to get that ball, but also just amazing contact there from McLeod to get herself on base. And the Eagles, as we saw in that, I believe it was bottom of the 3rd, they just put on 2 runs on the board and just had a hitting clinic. So we'll see what they can do from here on out.
Yeah, a lot of leadoff base runners for the Eagles has resulted in success early, scoring the past 2 innings because of it. Bisson now standing in. She looks at a first pitch ball. Next offering, pulled back the bunt in time. It is 2-0. Offering is dropped down on the plate. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike on Bisson now.
Yeah, it looks like their game plan right now is to advance the speedy McLeod to second, because obviously when you have someone like McLeod on base, and as you pointed out, has been thrown out all year, definitely a very good base runner.
We've seen these sacrifices a lot. We saw it already twice in this game from the Eagles, 1 in the 2nd inning, 1 in the 3rd inning, both advancing runners. Diane Ramsey not afraid to play the small ball game. The 2-2 offering is swung on over to Marr. It's short. Flip over to second. Unable to hold on to it at first is Liazzo. And that'll put Jill Bisson on first base with one away.
Yeah, good contact there from Bisson. Obviously not the result you were looking for when you get an out at second, but nonetheless, Bisson will be at first with Smith up in the batter's box to possibly advance the runners and even maybe get a score on the board here.
And that pitch looked at for strike one on the outside. As mentioned yesterday, in that perfect game, Smith also in the batter's box was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, so definitely helped herself out in the box. Very impressive all-around day from Smith yesterday. Been great to watch all year as that one is swung on and fouled off. It remains 0-2. Hollis 0-2 is inside. That'll move the runner Bisson up to second. Count is now 1-2 with one away. Smith standing in with a .319 average on the year. That one is swung on and missed. Hollis will pick up her second strikeout. Smith was battling that one, fouling off pitch after pitch.
Yeah, once again, Hollis was just, I believe she was targeting that right outside corner of the batter's box and was able to get Smith on that play.
Blackie hits one up the middle. Good play over there from second. That'll be Emma Yen. And the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Eagles. 3-0 Husson. Top of the fifth coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
5 years ago, we started this journey of recycling. And with that same ingenuity, with that same innovation, and with that same entrepreneurship, we're approaching our next 45 years. We have an obligation to figure out how we can consume less, how we can recycle more, how we can create more sustainable products, and how we help our customers enable that.
We owe it to the future generations to continue to do better and recycle better.
And we are back, about ready to start the top of the fifth inning. It'll be Kama Boswell leading off for the Bobcats here in the top half of this one. As the first offering from Smith is taken high for ball one.
Yeah, so far the Bobcats have not been able to get anything going on the hitting side of things, so we'll see if they can turn things around here in this fifth inning.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far on the day. That one able to catch a piece of the outside part of the zone. 1-1 now. Boswell drew a walk in her first at-bat. That one is swung on, hit over to Exel at first. Great play over there from her. She ends up crawling towards the bag. Had to get on the ground for that one. Figured she was right there. Might as well.
Yeah, got to respect the effort to Exel just to make a diving play right there. And as you said, she had you army crawl her way down to back to first base. Just tapped it for the first out of the inning.
That'll be Amanda Taylor, number 13, the left fielder, digging in now. She fouls off that first pitch for strike one. Taylor struck out swinging in her first at-bat. Quickly falls behind 0-2 here after a couple of foul balls. .265 batting average for Taylor on the year. That one also gets fouled back. 3 straight fouls. Taylor been on a little bit of a hitting slump coming into today. She went 0-1 and 0-2 in their doubleheader yesterday against Tufts. And before that, she was hitless in her last 10 at-bats. So definitely looking to turn it around. One and 2 count. That pitch catches the inside part of the zone, and Taylor strikes out looking. McKenna Smith, 5 strikeouts on the day now. She gets ready to face Cassidy Musco for the 3rd time. Grounded over towards the third base side, but Smith right there to pick it up. Gun it down to Exel at first. Quick inning for the Bobcats. Nothing doing, no hits. Bottom of the 5th coming up next. Eagles up to bat. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
Choosing a school is really difficult, but I have never felt like I should have gone somewhere else.
The thing I like about the school, the class sizes are smaller.
Making friends is easier here because of the fact that you are such a tight-knit community.
I was shooting around a basketball. That's how I met my first friend.
You meet a lot of new people from different areas of the world.
I feel like I've grown so much here. And there's so many amazing people that work here to learn from.
I definitely made the right decision coming to Husson.
And we are back. Reese Dannenberg alongside Sam Miller. Bottom of the 5th. About to get underway. So it'll be the top of the order leading off for the Eagles to start this inning. As Katie Raymond, the center fielder, gets set to stand in. Hall's first offering is swung on and fouled off to the right side. Raymond so far in this one has laid down a sacrifice bunt and grounded out. That one is outside off the plate. That'll push the count even at 1-1 now. Hall has started both games yesterday against Tufts in their doubleheader. Is that one? Great line drive shot from Raymond right over the head of Yen over at second base for, again, another leadoff hit.
Yeah, this just seems like it's been the Eagles' bread and butter today, Reese. Just every time, like I think in like the past few innings, they've had at least a few leadoff hits. So definitely a good way to get started here.
Yeah, great for rally starters, as we've seen both innings that the Eagles did score in resulted in first batter hits. As I was mentioning, Hollis started both games yesterday in the circle versus Tufts in their doubleheader. In the first game, she went 7 complete innings, giving up only 4 hits, not allowing any runs, striking out 5. Second game, only 2 2/3 innings as McCarty hits one over to second. Mara right there, over to first. And a great stretch over there by Liazos for the double play.
Yeah, just great effort all around there from the Bobcats. First that play to second, and then as you said, Reese, just Liazos really had to work for that one. Just was outstretched all the way off first base. terrific player there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and the stretch made that big difference right there. Probably could have been another base runner for the Eagles. But a great play all around. Now there's 2 quick outs on the board. As McCabe's set to dig in now. Fouls the first one off. The second pitch catches the inside part of the zone. That becomes 0-2. Hit on the ground over to Yen yet again. Thrown on to first. And that is how the 5th inning ends. Very quick. Bottom of the 5th after what looked like it could be a big one for the Eagles, but nothing doing. Top of the 6th coming up. Don't go anywhere.
If you want a place where you can be seen as an individual and know what you're doing and have a career to look forward to, this is your place.
And top of the 6th, about to get underway, as it'll be the shortstop, Eller Marr, standing in for the Bobcats. She's made some great plays defensively here in this one. He has flown out twice at the dish, though. This one has popped up. Right side, and Exel against the fence. Able to bring that one in.
Yeah, great hustle play there from Exels to get under that ball very quickly. And once again, we've just seen what we've just been seeing this whole game. It just, the Bobcats are just making solid contact. They're able to get to the ball. As you mentioned earlier, Reese, their timing seems to be really good. But just, it either seems to be a ground out, a fly out, or it just cannot seem to stay in bounds.
Exel falling into the net over there towards the base dugout. Excellent catch over there. As this is now Madison Hollis, the pitcher, standing in. She swings at a first pitch strike and looks at a second pitch outside for a 1-1. Smith's next offering is above the zone. 2-1 now. You can see Smith laughing out there on the mound. That previous pitch before that looked like it might have slipped out of her hand, bounced up to the plate. That one well overthrown above the plate. This one fouled up behind the Bates dugout and out of play. 2-2, the count remains. Smith's 2-2 offering is swung on and belted out to left field. That'll end up foul. What a cut there from Madison Hollis.
Wow, just a few inches, dare I say millimeters close to being a home run over the left field fence. That was an absolute crush of a hit from Hollis.
Yeah, able to square that one up just a little bit more, and that's gone. That one is also swung on and belted into left. Blackie's right there underneath it, though, for a loud second out. That first pitch, or excuse me, that pitch before that one just missed by Hollis, just missed a home run. Able to square it up just a little bit more, and it was well out of here. That'll bring up the catcher, Kennedy Jones. She fouls off the first pitch over by the third base side. Smith right now through 5 2/3, 5 strikeouts. I say only 5 strikeouts because we're so accustomed to these double-digit strikeout numbers. McLeod unable to make a play on it in right, foul ground. We'll move to 0-2 now.
Yeah, you could see her just waving off McCarty, like saying that she had the ball, but just unable to hold on to it. So let's see what Jones will do here with a 0-2 count.
Yeah, Smith has found herself ahead of these batters pretty often in this game. 1-2 now, but a lot of 0-1, 0-2, 1-2 counts, getting in good pitchers counts for Smith has led to some dominance, allowing only 2 hits so far in this one, as the next 2 are upstairs for 2 straight balls. Smith's 2-2 offering. Swung on and lifted over towards the Bates dugout. It will again remain at 2-2. Jones has 3 home runs herself on the year, so another power bat, another capable bat as she connects on one, hits it out to left field. Blackie right underneath it again, and that is the 3rd out. So a bunch of loud contact for the Bobcats, but nothing out of it. Bottom 6 coming up. Eagles lead this one 3-0. Don't go anywhere.
Husson makes it a priority of theirs to make sure each of their students are well-rounded and that we're prepared to go into the future.
I mean, it's very rare to have a college that can emphasize the professor-student interaction, and Husson hits it right on the head.
Instead of just, sitting in the classroom, is a great way to get hands-on experience. I'm actually out here doing things and seeing how things work.
After being here and meeting the people, I decided this is where I wanted to be, that there was no better option for me.
Bottom of the 6th, about to get underway here, as it will still be Madison Hollis on the mound for the Bobcats to begin the inning. Be Tori Exel leading off for the Eagles this top half of the inning as she connects on a first pitch. Drives it right down the left field line. Digging for second now. She's in there with a stand-up double to begin the inning.
Yeah, once again, just another great leadoff hit there for the Eagles. And Exel with a beautifully placed ball down the third base line, able to get a double out of that.
Yeah, Exel has now reached base 3 times today in her 3 at-bats. Picked up a single, a double, and got hit by a pitch in her last at-bat. She's also already come around to score already in this one. As I believe we're getting ready to see a pinch runner come in for Exel at second. As that is exactly what is happening. It'll be Jess Pomerleau coming in to run at second base for the Eagles.
Yeah, Pomerleau coming into this game, 4 out of 5 stolen bases. So let's see what she can do here for the Eagles.
Comes in as an everyday pinch runner. Has come in to pinch run a lot this season. Great speed on second now. Nobody out. Dorr hits one out into right field. That one dropping back. Unable to make a play on it as it drops in. Pomerleau rounding third. She will score all the way from second. It is 4-0 Eagles now. Kenzie Dorr able to put one down in right field. That would be Grace Hausholter with the error out there and right. And it is able to get down and bring Pomerleau all the way in from second. It is 4-0 Eagles now.
Yeah, going back to that last play, just not the result that you wanted for if your householder. She was right. She seemed like she was right underneath the ball, but just could not secure it, thus leading to the extra run score from the Eagles here.
McLeod stands in as she grounds one out to short. That'll put Dorr at third base now, though, with only one away. And it looks like we have a pinch hitter now. It'll be Julia Gregoire coming in to pinch hit for the Eagles.
Yeah, pretty solid player if you want the batter's box for the Eagles when you're in a scoring opportunity like this. Gregoire on the season she's hitting .316, 12 hits, 10 RBIs. Definitely a very dangerous option if you're looking to score.
Yes, that 10 RBIs is the one that we're looking at right now with the runner on third, only one away. Again, that one out, crucial, because now just a ball in play could score the run. You don't even have to be safe at first. So let's see if Gregoire can pick up that RBI. First pitch is low for ball one. Not great for Hollis on the mound either for that error. Felt like it could have been an easy out. Instead, a run comes in from second, and now as a pitcher, you know, you're in this mindset. You're thinking you could have had it easy out there. You start to overthink it and rethink it. Important to move on to the next batter and wipe it from your memory. Hollis 1-1 is swung on and grounded towards the Husson dugout. Hollis next offering outside. That'll run the count to even at 2-2. The next one is also fouled off.
Yeah, Gregoire really making Hollis work on the mound here. And you really just got to question, Reese, whether it's a matter of time for when fatigue sets in for a pitcher like Hollis. As we said, she pitched both games yesterday against Tufts. So it'll be very interesting to see here what they'll do going forward.
That one is swung and hit back up the middle. Great play by Yen over there at second base. But Gregoire able to beat it out down the first base line. That'll score Dorr from third base, and the Eagles now jump ahead 8. Now jump ahead 6-0.
Yeah, credit there to Yen trying to dive for that ball, but just could not get it to first base in time, which leads to 2 runs coming in for the Eagles as we are.
As we will see another pinch runner for the Eagles here. Jill Bisson will come in to run for Gregoire. Five nothing, our score now as McKenna Smith gets set to dig in for her third at bat. She looks at a first pitch strike. Bisson's got some speed over on first base. Wouldn't be surprised to see a steal attempt here with only one away. Next pitch is below the zone. 1-1 the count now. The next offering is inside. Smith will take it for a ball. 2-1 now, only one away. Already 2 home here in this bottom of the 6th. That one is fouled back. 2-2 the count now. Next offering is inside. We've seen Hollis really attack Smith inside, the inside part of the plate in this at-bat.
Yeah, just not Smith, even though pitching might be her forte, definitely a very scary batter in the batter's box too. We saw her deliver a crush of a hit towards that left field line earlier in this game, so definitely don't want to give her anything to operate with.
That one is swung on and fouled back as well. Yeah, as you said, great in the circle, but also been fantastic at the plate with these splits of a 16-5 record in the circle with 209 strikeouts to go with a .319 batting average and 22 hits on the year. Very impressive to watch, being dominant in both aspects of the game as that one gets through. Looked like an error over there by, I believe that was Boswell over at third. That'll be another runner on because of an error here in this inning.
Yeah, right on cue, Reese. As you were talking about it, Smith once again showing her versatility as a softball player. And as you mentioned, the error was, I believe Boswell missed it initially, and then Marr came over from shortstop to try to get that. She couldn't get it to it as well. Thus advancing the runners now for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's still only one away in the inning as Blackie stands in with 2 runners on, and she fouls the first one off for strike 1. You think the inning could be over right now if the catch had been made by Hausholter and Wright, and then the ground ball just then. Plus there was another ground ball earlier that resulted in a infield single. Tell you, if you're Hollis on the mound right now, you could be thinking that you could be out of this inning right now, but instead there's only 1 away. Husson's threatening again.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do if you're the Bobcats is let someone like Hollis just keep working her arm. As we said earlier, she played doubleheader game yesterday and once again pitching again. So fatigue must be setting in at some point. And if you're the Eagles, you're going to attack that. But if you're the Bobcats, that's one thing you do not want happening for your team.
Yeah, if you're the Eagles, now's the time to take advantage of it. As the next pitch is inside, which will push the count even. 2-2 for Blackie now. Next swung is swung on to third. That will again roll foul. Blackie so far 1 for 2 with a run scored in this one. Also grounded out. Majority of the Eagles reaching base today. Next offering is outside, doesn't catch the zone. That'll push the count full now at 3-2. See if Blackie can capitalize here. The 3-2 offering is swung on, and it drops in behind first base. Bisson running in, rounding third. She's able to score on the head first slide. Blackie goes to second. Smith goes to third. 2 runners in scoring position now with the top of the order coming up in Katie Raymond.
So the Bobcats are talking things over now to see if maybe change up their game plan.
And just a refresher to those who may not know, there is a 8-run rule in softball through 6 innings. So if Blackie scores from second in this half inning, the Eagles could win it right there. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. Raymond hits it into left. Here comes Blackie. And that will do it. That is the final here in our first game today. 8-0, our score, the 8-run rule in effect. Again, my timing with that has been phenomenal today as the Katie Raymond laces one into left field. The Eagles score 2 on it. That'll make it 8-0 at the end of the 6th, and that's good enough for an 8-run rule. That'll make it 3 straight now for the Eagles after dropping the 2 to Colby last week, ending their long win streak. Sam, what was one thing that stood out to you today in this one?
Well, first of all, I mean, we got to talk about McKenna Smith once again, just showing her dominance on the mound today, allowing only a few hits, and just another phenomenal performance for her. And fielding today for the Eagles was once again very, very good because it just seemed like every time the Bobcats had something going for them, every time they had a ball going into the field, the Eagles were able to get under it quickly and just force a very solid out. And if you're the Bobcats, that's really got to hurt considering that Hollis was probably very fatigued after those 2 games she played today. So good overall effort, but we'll see what they can do here from here on out.
Yeah, and for Hollis, those late inning errors really had to take a toll on her as well mentally. 8-0, our final score here in 6 innings at the end of the first game of our doubleheader. Second game coming up shortly. Don't go anywhere. And here we are about to start our second game of the doubleheader today versus Bates College. Reese Dannenberg alongside Sam Miller in the booth for this game. 1:30 for the first pitch of this one, as Emily Rarick will be in the circle for the Eagles. 6-4 overall on the year as she fires in a first pitch strike to begin the game. Be a familiar leadoff for the Bobcats as it is Cassidy Musco, the center fielder. Rarick's 1-1. Chopped on a line towards third. What a play by Bisson to get underway and start us off. Bisson right there, ready for the bunt. Ended up being a small pop-up that she was ready for.
Yeah, it was pretty good contact there from Musco to just pop that ball up. But as you said, Reese, great reaction time there from Listen to get that ball.
Now to bring up Madison Hollis for the Bobcats. Pitched in the last game. Was just a few feet away from launching a homer over the left field wall. Quickly falls behind here, 0-2. That one is outside, 1-2 now.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different here for the Bobcats as they're probably got a little bit accustomed to seeing the pitches of McKenna Smith in their last outing earlier today. So they're going to have to get used to the pitching style that is Emily Rarick here.
Bisson, strong throw over to first. Picks up the second out of the inning. Jill Bisson made two smooth plays over at third to begin this game. Again, great fielder. She has been over there all year long. Rarick's next offering is in there. That one is looked at by Alamar. She was also part of the last game. She herself had some great plays over at shortstop defensively. As she swings and misses at that one on the inside. Falls behind 0-2 pretty quickly here.
Yeah, it looks like Rarick's really making her presence feel known here on that mound. Already produced 2 outs with her pitches, and now let's see if she can close the inning out right here.
Next offering is outside and off the plate. That'll run it to 1-2 now. Next one is swung on. It looked like a swinging bunt. Rarick able to scoop it up and throw on to first. But Maher beats it out for the infield single. And Bates has their first base runner today.
There's good contact there from Maher. She was able to get swung very good, but there's minimal contact there. And then Rarick got it, but Maher took off to first base and was able to make it just in time.
Rarick, as I mentioned, on the year in the circle, comes in with a 6-4 record. And that one gets by Rice at second. Throw comes in, and that'll halt the runner at third. Runners on the corners now for the Bobcats, with 2 away in the first inning.
Yeah, really good contact there from Jones, able to just push that past Lydia Rice there at second base. And now here we are with a scoring opportunity for the Bobcats.
As I was saying, Rarick coming in, 6-4 record, 57 innings pitched so far, has 40 strikeouts on the year, allowed 16 runs. He's also pitched 2 complete games already this season. And that one is in there for the first offering, and it is 0-1. This will be Rachel Liazos digging in for her first at-bat of this game. Picked up a hit in the last game. Also struck out and drew a walk. Oh, 0-2. Rarick trying to dig herself out of this hole. And that one is in there for strike 3. Able to get a runner all the way to third, but unable to make anything out of it as the Bobcats leave 2 on. Bottom of the first coming up for the Eagles. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Getting set to start off the bottom half of the first. It'll be Katie Raymond. No surprises, digging in for the Eagles to start us off. Raymond was 2 for 3, including 2 RBIs in the first game of our doubleheader today. She has now hit safely in 28 of 38 games on the year. That one gets fouled back. One and one the count now. This is Delaney Rankin on the mound. In the circle. For Bates, comes in 5-5 overall on the year. 72 2/3 innings pitched as Raymond slaps one into left. Able to find the gap out there. And Raymond picks up right where she left off last game in this one with a single to the opposite field.
Yeah, really good contact there from Raymond Reese. She really just got right underneath it and clapped it towards that left center field mark over there. And all of a sudden we have an Eagle on first base.
This is Lydia Rice standing in for the Eagles. Look to drop down a bunt, but it'll be listed as a wild pitch, and the runner will advance to second anyway. Rice unable to drop that one in fair territory. That'll move the count to 1-1 now. Nobody out, already a runner on second. Prime opportunity for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. The next one just dies in front of the plate. A great sacrifice from Rice as he moves Raymond up to third with only one away.
Yeah, great game plan right there for the Eagles. Looks like the only reason why Rice did that right there was to get Raymond to extend the bases, and she did just that with that bunt.
Yeah, Eagles playing small ball here today in both games. This is Bula McCabe standing in now for her first at-bat of this one. She fouls it back. McCabe was 1 for 3 in the last game with a big RBI. Rankin's offering is fouled back, and 0-2 count now. Rankin, 72 innings pitched on the year, has 37 strikeouts. with a 4.14 ERA. She last pitched yesterday in the second game of their doubleheader against Tufts, as that one is also fouled back. She went 4 1/3 inning with 9 hits, giving up 5 runs, only 3 of them being earned, though. So, again, as a pitcher, it can be frustrating when you give up runs, but they're not necessarily earned runs because of errors or such like that. As there's a great piece of 2-strike hitting from McCabe as that gets away from the center fielder. And McCabe will find herself at second with an RBI double. And the Eagles already lead this one 1-0 in the first inning.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to what we saw last game, Reese. The Eagles were able to get some good hits going very quickly, drive in some quick runs, and as we saw last time, Eagles up by 1 in this first inning.
Yeah, it's been a lot of, as we like to call it, small ball, the bunting to advance the runner, and then a bunch of just little singles to advance runners slowly but surely. And it's worked out, as we saw in the last one, 8-0 in 6 innings. And now already off to a 1-0 lead as Exel will pop out to Yen, the second baseman. But it's been the small ball. It's been the singles, the bunts, just every little thing that you can do to advance the runner has been in Husson's favor.
Yeah, as they say, Reese, my apologies, that slow and steady wins the race in most things. And with that last game, we saw a lot of, as you said, small ball, as they call it, just a lot of very small plays, but in the end, it worked out in the Eagles' favor.
This will be Kenzie Dorr digging in for her first at-bat in this one. She was also 1 for 2 with an RBI in the last game. That one swung on and hit out to deep right center field, and that one's going to hit off the top of the wall, and Kenzie Dorr has herself her second home run of the year. The 2-run homer from Kenzie Dorr puts the Eagles up 3-0 here already in the first inning.
Wow, what can I say, Reese? I don't believe what I just saw. I just don't believe what I just saw there. Kenzie Dorr just delivering a absolute hammer towards right center and gives the Eagles a very early 3-0 lead in this game.
Yeah, that'll be Dorr's second home run of the season. Great swing to put on that one, especially going the other way with it. I believe both of her home runs this season have been towards the opposite field, so great power in that swing. Especially with 2 outs. As we now see Kiara McLeod digging in for the Eagles. The next offering is taken inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count now. The next offering is outside. McLeod finds herself in a 3-1 count now. 2 outs. Rankin looking to bounce back from the home run. There's a little bit of confusion as Rankin, McLeod, and a few others all thought that was the third strike of the at-bat.
Yeah, going back to what you said, Reese, definitely if you're a pitcher like Rankin, who's had a pretty good year, so he's had a pretty good year for this Bobcats team, the last thing you want to do is just have your confidence diminish, especially by a big play like that. What you want to do is just kind of accept that it happened, moved on, and just work on the next play.
Yeah, that's all. That's all that you really can do is just accept it and move on. It happens, but it's all about how you bounce back, especially in sports, as that one is popped up in the infield. Boswell making a play on it, almost tripped in the circle, but is able to squeeze it and bring it in. 3 runs come across, including 2 on the home run from Kenzie Dorr. Top of the second coming up for the Bobcats. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
Nothing runs like a deer.
Whether you have a lawn to mow, a driveway to plow, or a garden to till, our customers know you can't beat the quality and reliability of a John Deere.
And right now at Greenway Equipment Sales, we have a great offer for you.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith Brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
And we are back, about set to start off the top half of the second inning. It'll be the pitcher, Delaney Rankin, stepping in for the Bobcats to lead off here. After surrendering the home run, she's looking to bounce back and give herself a little bit of support in the batter's box.
Yeah, Rankin on the year, hitting .233, 10 hits, 2 RBIs. Pretty good numbers for a pitcher who doesn't see the batter's box very often.
Yeah, only 43 at-bats on the year. So not a ton, as that one just over the outstretched arm of Rice, unable to make a play on that one, and it's a leadoff single.
Well, right on cue there, Reese. Just Rankin showing that she can impact her team in a lot of ways. Just gets that ball over the outstretched arm of Rice and get yourself on base to see if the Bobcats can come down and score here.
And Rarick in the circle here as she fires a first pitch strike in there. Rarick coming in, allowing only a 1.54 whip. That's walks and hits per innings pitched, so less than 2 runners per inning. She gives up a opening single here in the top half of this inning. Now it's Grace Hausholter, the right fielder, standing in for Bates.
Yeah, Hausholter, if you recall in the last game, her error in the right field was kind of what opened up the Eagles to kind of make that little run like late in the game and just pour it on to end it very late.
Yeah, she had a big error, a big drop out in right field that would score a run, and then off of it, it would extend the inning, and Husson, I believe, would score 2 more after that in that inning. She was 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the last game. Rarick's 3-1, hit on the ground to Rice, tag over there. I don't know if she made the tag or not, so I believe she threw to second to be sure. And the lead runner is out, but that'll replace the first base runner with Hausholter.
Yeah, just a little bit of confusion there from Rice. Looks like she thought she had tagged the advancing runner, so as you said, Reese decided to throw it to second just to be sure, which in turn caused Hausholter to reach first base just in the nick of time.
Rarick's first pitch right back to her. Unfortunate play there, unable to make a play on it. And it'll be an infield single off the glove of Emily Rarick.
Yeah, that was a play right there from Mattia Baumgartner. She was the one that had knocked that off the glove of Rarick and is now put her team in a position where they could get some momentum going here.
Yeah, 2 runners on now, only 1 away as Boswell stands in and slaps one foul down the right field line. Boswell 0 for 1 last game, drew a walk as well. Definitely looking to make a statement here, top of the second, after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the first. As that one just misses the outside part of the plate. Boswell hitting 167 on the year. So now would be the perfect time to turn up, and that's exactly what she does. What a great play by Rice over at second base. Saved a hit, maybe even a run as well. Lydia Rice with a great, fantastic play, diving towards second, getting that runner at second for the second out.
Yeah, unbelievable reaction time there from Rice. He had, as you said, Reese, just that play right there, got it over to second, but could have and potentially stopped a run from coming in, which is very big early in this game.
Definitely an opportunity blown right there. Well, not necessarily blown for the Bobcats, but spoiled by Rice.
Yeah, just very interesting because we've seen in the last game that the Bobcats had a lot of opportunities like this. They've had people on the bases. They've had really good contact, but have just usually when they've had these opportunities, they've either just fouled it out and just not been able to keep it in bounds. And when they did keep it in bounds, it was either a ground out, a fly out, or just a tag altogether. So let's see if they can turn things around here in the second game.
Yeah, great defensive plays we've seen from the Eagles in both games here today. 1-1. The count now to Musco. That one is hit over towards Dorr. She will step on second to record the force out. And Rarick is able to get out of the jam. No runs allowed. 4 hits, though. Bottom of the second coming up for the Eagles. They lead this one 3-0. Don't go anywhere.
Selling is all about relationships and building trust. At Greenway, it's our people that have built the business. We're fortunate to have a team with years of experience. They know John Deere equipment inside and out and go the extra mile to take care of our customers.
And right now is a great time to talk to one of us about a new tractor. Get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor. Nothing runs like a Deere.
From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
And getting set to begin the bottom half of the second inning. It'll be Jill Bisson leading off for the Eagles in this half of the inning. She went 0 for 2 with a walk drawn in the last game. Came around to score. She fouls the first one off here. Falls behind 0-1.
Yeah, to go along with her hitting last game as well, she did an exceptional job in the field. I believe she caught about 2 fly balls, made a lot of great plays. Very, very well-balanced player is Bisson.
Yeah, she's been fantastic defensively over at third. Already has a couple great plays in this one on the defensive side. She falls behind 0-2 here, though. That one is popped up and fouled back over toward the parking lot. Rankin's 0-2 offering, looking to put away Bisson. That one is slapped to right. That'll fall foul, though. We will do 0-2 again.
It looks like she really clobbered that one all the way to right, but just could not keep it to stay in bounds.
Yeah, good contact. Solid distance out there down the right field line. Just, as you said, unable to keep it straight and in play. The next 0-2 offering from Rankin is swung on and missed. That'll be Rankin's first strikeout of the day as Bisson goes down on 4 pitches.
Yeah, it's got to feel good for Rankin, letting up the home run earlier in the game and then allowing another run after that. So it's definitely, that must be really good, just being able to bounce back like that, getting a strikeout here early.
This is Emily Dunbar, the catcher for this game. Stands in now with 26 at-bats so far on the year, hitting .231, 6 hits. He's also drawn 4 walks. That pitch is taken inside. That makes it 3-0. Dunbar was 0 for 2 with a run scored yesterday in the second game of their doubleheader against Umpy in Presque Isle. As that pitch was, that pitch was located outside, and that'll be a walk. And Dunbar finds herself at first base. Next up is Tegan Blackie, the left fielder. That first pitch is fouled back. Rankin so far has pitched in 15 games this year. Batters are hitting .318 off of her. That one's popped up and out of play. Over between the bleachers. Blackie falls behind 0-2 quickly here. Blackie 2 for 3, 2 runs scored and an RBI in the first game of our doubleheader. As she looks at strike 3 called right there. Blackie goes down quickly on 3 pitches.
Yeah, just great mound control so far from Rankin in this inning. So she really was just throwing those balls outside, and I think Blackie was just taking a peek at that just to make sure it wasn't a ball. Nonetheless, she went down swinging.
That'll bring up Katie Raymond as the order flips over for the Eagles. That one is swung on and missed. That'll leaving the count at 1-1. As mentioned in her last at-bat, she was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in the last game, including the 2 in the 6th inning. That would put them up 8 and eventually win it in that inning with a single to the opposite field. She's ahead in the count, 2-1 here. Rankin's offering is outside. Raymond ahead 3-1 in the count here now. Rankin, the 3-1 offering is popped up, third base side. Boswell's right there for it. Pretty harmless half inning for the Eagles here. Top of the third coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
5 years ago, we started this journey of recycling. And with that same ingenuity, with that same innovation, and with that same entrepreneurship, we're approaching our next 45 years. We have an obligation to figure out how we can consume less, how we can recycle more, how we can create more sustainable products, and how we help our customers enable that.
We owe it to the future generations to continue to do better and recycle better.
Just about set to begin the top half of the third inning here. Husson finds themselves in control, up 3-0 after the 3 runs they put up in the first inning. As Emily Rarick steps back into the circle, getting set to face Madison Hollis, designated player. Rarick's first offering is swung on and hit down the line in left field. That's going to end up a fair ball. Hollis rounding first. She'll pull into second with a stand-up double.
Wow, that ball was absolutely walloped by Hollis there. Just first pitch, no hesitation. Just crushed that right down the third base line and gives the Bobcats an early boost of momentum here. So let's see if they can capitalize on that.
Yeah, Hollis doubled in the last game as well. So back-to-back games with a double now. Hollis has been on fire at the plate. She was just, I think you said earlier, dare you say, millimeters away from a home run in the last game as well. So she's been doing a great job seeing these pitches at the plate. Rarick's 1-0 is in there for strike one against Ella Marr. 1-1 is outside. Next pitch is below the zone. That'll make it 3-1 now. And that one is cut on. That'll be a drop third strike, but able to beat it out at first. And that'll bring up the catcher, number 19, Kennedy Jones. Only one away for the Bobcats here, 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, Jones in her last outing earlier today, she had a few pretty big hits. I believe it was to that right center, like between right center field, and in the position she's in now, with no outs, 1 on second, 1 on third, she's got a very good opportunity to drive in possibly 2 runs here for the Bobcats.
Next one is in there. 0-2, the count now. Rarick's 0-2 offering is outside. It'll make it 1-2 now. So the Bobcats threatening here with 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out in the top of the third. That one is swung on and poked foul. Jones doing a good job staying alive here. Again, the freshman for Bates. 3 home runs on the year, .325 average. That one's poked out into center. That one's going to drop. Takes a bad bounce from Raymond, and 2 runs are going to come in to score. And Jones finds herself safe at second. Just like that, Bobcats are right back into this thing. It's a 3-2 game.
Yeah, absolutely. What an absolute crush by Jones there. And first time since these teams have played today that the Bobcats have been able to score. So they could easily put this game back into contention here with a decent enough hit.
And still with nobody out. This is Liazos who steps in. Hits one out towards center field, but Raymond is right there underneath it to take care of it.
It was good contact from Liazos right there to kind of slice that ball into the air. As you said, Reese, good play there from Raymond to get right underneath it and get an out for the Eagles here.
Standing in for Bates now would be the pitcher, Delaney Rankin. That one swung on and fouled back. Rarick's 0-1 offering is fouled back. And Rankin finds herself behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, Rankin had the single earlier today. So we'll see if she can make it another one here to possibly tie this game up for the Bobcats.
That pitch is outside for a ball, 1-2. That one hit right back to Rarick. Scooped up and thrown onto first. That is the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that was good contact there from Rankin, and got it right back to the pitcher. And Rarick just took the easy way out, got it over to Exel at first base, and here we are now with another opportunity.
This will be Grace Hausholter for the Bobcats, with standing in with 2 away in the inning. Already 2 across. That one almost got a piece of her. But it'll be inside for ball 1.
Yeah, that very close there to sending Hausholter to first base.
That one is swung on, hit over to Rice at second. Scooped up and thrown on to first. So 2 come across for the Bobcats with 1 runner left on base. 3-2, the Eagles lead this one now. Bottom of the third coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Choosing a school is really difficult, but I have never felt like I should have gone somewhere else.
Thing I like about the school, the class sizes are smaller.
Making friends is easier here because of the fact that you are such a tight-knit community.
I was shooting around a basketball. That's how I met my first friend.
You meet a lot of new people from different areas of the world.
I feel like I've grown so much here. And there's so many amazing people that work here to learn from.
I definitely made the right decision coming to Husson.
Getting ready to begin the bottom half of the third inning here. I'm Reese Dannenberg alongside Sam Miller. 3-2, our score. The Eagles lead Bates in this one. Second game of our doubleheader today, as this is Lydia Rice getting ready to lead off the bottom half of this inning. She stands in and looks at a first pitch strike. Rice laid down a sacrifice bunt, her last at-bat, to advance a runner to third base. Looks at a ball outside right there, 1-1. The next offering is in there. Rice falls behind 1-2 now.
Yeah, looks like she checked that one to make sure that it was going a little bit low. Checked it last second. Results in a strike.
1-2 is off the outside part of the plate. Now 2-2. Rice was 1 for 1, including a run scored in the first game yesterday. Went 0 for 1 in the second game. freshman. Hasn't had a ton of appearances on the year, but done well when she's given an opportunity. As this one is popped up over behind the third base side. That is Boswell right there for it to make a catch for the first out.
Yeah, going back to what you were saying, Reese, once again, Rice getting an opportunity here. She's already made some big plays, but unfortunately on that play just popped it up, and then Boswell once again able to get under that one and gives the Bobcats one out.
Yeah, we've seen some nice plays from Boswell here throughout the two games that we've had today. Both third basemen, really. Bisson doing a great job over there as well. That'll be McCabe slicing one over towards second, but a great play over there from Emma Yen, the second baseman, to throw out McCabe on a diving effort.
Yeah, once again, Yen, I believe, had a play like that earlier today. Once again, showing her utility on this team. Just took a diving play, threw it over to the first baseman, and just gives the Cats 2 outs now.
It'll be Tori Exel, the next one to stand in for Husson. That one is swung on and popped up right side. As I mentioned, last game, Exel 2 for 2 with a run scored. And already today, this is her second at bat. She stands in and pops that one up. Yen is right there for it again. Puts it away to end the inning. Pretty quick. Bottom of the third. Top of the fourth coming up next. Husson leads this one 3-2.
If you want a place where you can be seen as an individual and know what you're doing and have a career to look forward to, this is your place.
Back here now in the top half of the fourth inning. Emily Rarick still in the circle for the Eagles here. As it'll be Baumgartner leading off, the left fielder for the Bobcats. First offering is taken on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Yeah, Baumgartner early in the game, she delivered quite a hit. I believe it was to right center and was able to get, I believe it was that little smattering of runs going for the Bobcats earlier.
Rarick's next offering is a wild pitch. Looks like it might have just slipped out of the hands there. It goes straight to the backstop, 1-1. Baumgartner on the year. Only 12 at-bats. 0.83 average, 1 RBI, 1 hit. She was 0 for 3 versus Thomas. First game of their doubleheader on the 26th. So the freshman still trying to find a little bit of success here as she strikes out swinging there. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, great pitching job there from Rarick, just really controlling the circle. Got it in there for those 3 strikes, and here the Eagles with 1 out now.
Now standing in will be Kama Boswell, the third baseman here. That one is hit right back to Rarick. Great reaction, great play. Able to quickly throw over to Exel at first. And there are 2 away just like that.
Yeah, it was good contact there from Boswell. Really seemed like she sliced a good piece of that ball, but good reaction time from Rarick to kind of stop the ball's momentum, get it over to Exel, and gives the Eagles 2 outs in this inning.
That'll bring up the leadoff. Cassidy Musco. Currently 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out so far in this one. She stands in, looks to drop a bunt down. That was going to drop foul, though. She's quickly behind 0-2. Musco comes in 42 hits on the year, leading this Bates team. The 0-2 is taken upstairs for ball 1. Rary giving up 6 hits so far. That one swung on over towards Exel at first. She will scoop it in, make the play to retire the side. 3-2 still our score. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Husson makes it a priority of theirs to make sure each of their students are well-rounded and that we're prepared to go into the future.
I mean, it's very rare to have a college that can emphasize the professor-student interaction, and Husson hits it right on the head.
Instead of just, sitting in the classroom, it's a great way to get hands-on experience. I'm actually out here doing things and seeing how things work.
After being here and meeting the people, I decided this is where I wanted to be, that there was no better option for me.
And just about set to start the bottom half of the 4th inning. Rain starting to pick up a little bit more now, but still good enough to play through. It's not coming down too hard. As Kenzie Dorr getting set to stand in to the batter's box here to begin this half of the 4th. Dorr homered her last at-bat. Her second home run of the year is a 2-run shot. That put the Eagles up 3-0 in the 1st inning. Next offering is looked at for a strike. It is 1-1 now.
Yeah, it looks like Rankin with Dorr doesn't want to repeat of what happened earlier in the game, and it seems like she's throwing it to be a little bit lower in that batter's box.
Yeah, definitely attacking the bottom part of the zone here, as all 3 pitches that Dorr saw right there were at or below the bottom of the zone, and she is retired for the first out. That'll bring up the right fielder, Kiara McLeod. That one is swung on and popped up right in front of the Bates dugout. That'll land on top of the dugout for strike 1. McLeod 0 for 1 with a fly out so far in this game. She was 1 for 3 yesterday in the first game of their doubleheader against Presque Isle with 2 runs scored. She looks at a strike there. 0-2 now. The next one just misses the inside part of the zone, moving it to 1-2.
Yeah, McLeod had to react a little bit right there. Just seemed like that ball was coming right towards her, but able to get out of the way.
You saw Kennedy Jones, the catcher for Bates, turn around and pretty much say that she thought that could have been a strike. Either way, McLeod able to turn it around and get a single back up the middle.
Good contact there from McLeod. Was able to rip that one up next to the second baseman. I believe it was second baseman for the Bobcats was looking to, I believe that was Yen trying to make another big play. But unfortunately just rolled right past her, and the Eagles up with woman on now.
Yeah, Yen has had some great plays, and not only this game, but both games. At second base, being the designated player, not having any at-bats. But she's been doing a great job defensively over at second. Just couldn't quite get that one. As Bisson stands in and fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Oh, 0-1 now. Rankin gets set to deliver. That one was a swinging bunt. The runner, McLeod, is going to be safe at second. And Bisson did not. They're going to say she pulled back in time on that bunt attempt. It is 1-1. Bisson trying to lay one down here. Able to advance McLeod over to third with 2 outs now.
Yeah, very smart play there from Bisson. Just seemed like all she was wanting to do with that at-bat was to advance McLeod, and that's exactly what she just did.
Digging in next will be Emily Dunbar, the catcher for the Eagles in this game. She is currently drawn a walk in her first at-bat. As the first one is in there. First strike one, second pitch off the outside part of the plate. Gonna make it even at 1-1. Rain definitely starting to pick up here a little bit, Sam, as we see people kind of clear out a little bit. The windows in front of us are picking up a little bit more water.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure, Reese. And rain definitely can play a pretty big part depending on how much is coming down. You can make the field a little bit more mossy. Makes it a little bit more traction levels will decrease a little bit. So we hope that everybody out there, for all those players, are being very safe on that field. Because last thing we want to do is see any injuries out there.
Yeah, still the bottom of the fourth in this one, so a few more innings to go. As Dunbar stands in now 2-2 after fouling the last pitch. That one as well is fouled back, and we will redo 2-2 again. Rankin right now through 3 2/3 innings pitched, has allowed 4 hits, has 2 strikeouts, and has walked a batter. And the next one is in there for strike 3. That'll end the inning. Top of the 5th coming up. Husson Eagles lead this one 3-2. Don't go anywhere. Top half of the 5th inning about to begin here, as Hollis will stand in for the Bobcats. First pitch swinging. She hits one over to Dorr at short. No problem there for her, as that is the first quick out of the inning.
Yeah, Hollis really sliced that ball. And we've seen earlier today, she likes to take no hesitation with the first pitch, just comes out swinging. We saw that she swung for the fences earlier today in that first game. Took a rip up the third base line earlier today. And unfortunately, that last at bat just didn't play out the way she wanted.
Yeah, she's had a lot of success first pitch swinging in both games today, making pretty solid contact. Just rolled over on that one. This is Ella Mars standing in now. Currently 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout. Has also come around to score in that 3rd inning. This one is below the zone. That'll move the count to 1-1. Rarick's 1-1 offering. Swung on and fouled down the third base line. 1-2 now. That one gets, I believe that one was fouled off of the shin of Mar. And that never feels good.
Oh, absolutely. It looks like she had minimal contact there, but then I believe it was the ball that just. But she got both the ball and I think her shin on that play. So definitely a bit of a scary thing to see there.
Yeah, might have fouled it off her foot or some lower part of the body. Definitely in some pain down there as she tried to run up the first base line.
It looks like the umpire down there was having to do a little bit some minor movements to see if she can get loose and see how she's feeling. It looks like she's going to step back in the batter's box here.
Yeah, she looks all right. Another 1-2 coming. That one is swung on and missed. Rarick picks up a strikeout, her 3rd on the day so far. Hasn't allowed a walk yet. 6 hits given up, but only 2 runs from it. The first offering to Kennedy Jones is fouled off for strike 1. Jones 2 for 2 with an RBI in this one. Next offering is outside. That'll leave the count at 1-1. Rarick's 1-1. Goes wild. It goes right towards the backstop.
Yeah, Rarick's had a few of those pitches where it just seems like she seems to be pitching clean for quite a while, and then she'll just pitch in a ball that just goes wildly up or wildly down.
You have to wonder if the rain is starting to play any factor in that. The grip on the ball. As that one is also high. 3-1 now. That one is outside for a ball 4. Didn't want to attack Jones there. Most pitches were towards the outside or upper part of the strike zone. Standing in next for the Bobcats will be Liazos. Currently 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging and a strikeout looking so far in this one. She looks at the first pitch strike yet again. Again, we saw it with McKenna Smith in the last game, and we're seeing it with Rarick today too. These Husson pitchers getting ahead early in counts. Now 0-2 has been the difference maker so far for these Husson pitchers.
Absolutely. It was one of the big reasons why Bates could not seem to form some sort of comeback in that last game. It just seemed like whenever they had something going, the pitching of Smith, and as we see right here, Rarick has just been kind of the black horse to their undoing.
That last pitch was off the zone. 4-1. Now 1-2. 2 away here. That one fouled off towards the backstop. We will do it again. And looking for a new ball here.
Sure, we see more new balls like that much more often as the rate continues to come down.
Especially as balls go straight into the dirt, as the last one did. Rarick's 1-2 is popped up back toward the parking lot again. Three to 2, our score here. Husson leads this one still. Husson put up 3 runs in the first inning. That one swung on. Solid contact, but it drifts foul and out of play.
Leazo's really making Rarick work here at her at-bat.
Yeah, she's doing a great job fouling off pitches, staying alive, looking for something that she can handle. The next one is swung on and missed. Rarick picks up her 5th strikeout on the day. 1 runner left on. Still 3-2 Eagles. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
Nothing runs like a deer.
Whether you have a lawn to mow, a driveway to plow, or a garden to till, our customers know you can't beat the quality and reliability of a John Deere.
And right now at Greenway Equipment Sales, we have a great offer for you.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Getting ready to lead off for the Eagles here in the bottom half of the 5th will be Tegan Blackie. Blackie so far in this one, 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging and a strikeout looking. As Rankin gets set to deliver first pitch. That one is in there for strike 1. Next one is swung on. Hit over towards the on-deck circle over there. That'll be strike 2. The next offering is swung on, fouled back towards where we are. And it will remain at 0-2 still. Blackie hits one over towards Boswell at third, who fires it over to first for the first out.
Yeah, Boswell once again just making another great play there over there at third. She's had a few pop flies, and a majority of the balls that have come her way, she's been able to just snatch it in her glove and make a play out of it.
Yeah, she's done a great job of throwing under control, too, after making a diving play or a nice defensive play, being able to stay under control and still fire a shot down to first base. As Raymond stands in and looks at strike one. Next offering goes over the head of Raymond. As you said, another new ball incoming.
Yeah, it really just seems like whether it's due to the rain or fatigue of the pitcher, either way, these balls are they just keep coming and they keep flying.
Speak about fatigue. Rankin now through 4 1/3 innings has thrown 70 pitches so far. That was number 71, as it's just high for ball 2.
Only allowed 4 hits, though. I mean, despite the fact they're losing, it's still a pretty good outing, all things considered.
Yeah, considering one of the hits resulted in 2 runs, you can't really be disappointed by the 4-hit effort. A little bit unfortunate that it's 3 runs on 4 hits. But in terms of keeping runners off the bases, Rankin's done a pretty good job so far here today in the second game.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned, the only really amount of runs coming from, 2 of them coming from that home run of Kenzie Dorr. So really nothing to be ashamed of at all. This is a very good performance here from Rankin.
Just as we say that, though, she walks the top of the order, Katie Raymond, as she finds herself at first base. Rankin, however, fires a first pitch strike in there to Rice. Rice so far in this one has a sacrifice bunt. Raymond takes off for second. Throw gets away. Now taking off for third. And she is in there safely. Katie Raymond finds herself standing on third base now with only 1 away in the inning.
Yeah, that was just great base running altogether. There was I think it was an error there by Yen trying to hold on to the ball that was thrown by Jones. Just couldn't secure it, which thus leads to Raymond here on third.
Yeah, it's great awareness from Raymond, knowing that she had the time after the ball got away to make it all the way down to third. Next offering is inside, and it is 2-1 now. Rice slaps one over towards short. Great play from Maher to come home with it. And that was Kennedy Jones laying the tag down on Katie Raymond. So a great defensive play for the Bobcats right there.
Yeah, very smart indeed, Reese. Mark could have easily just taken the easy way out and gone to first, but she decided to take a riskier play and go for home. And this time worked out for the Bobcats. Very smart indeed.
Standing in now will be Bula McKay, the designated player. She pops up on the right field side. 1 pitch, just like that. Top of the 6th inning coming up. Husson still leads this one 3-2 after the 3 runs they scored in the first inning. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
Selling is all about relationships and building trust. At Greenway, it's our people that have built the business. We're fortunate to have a team with years of experience. They know John Deere equipment inside and out and go the extra mile to take care of our customers.
And right now is a great time to talk to one of us about a new tractor. Get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor. Nothing runs like a Deere.
From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Choosing a school is really difficult, but I have never felt like I should have gone somewhere else.
Thing I like about the school, the class sizes are smaller.
Making friends is easier here because of the fact that you are such a tight-knit community.
I was shooting around a basketball. That's how I met my first friend.
You meet a lot of new people from different areas of the world.
I feel like I've grown so much here. And there's so many amazing people that work here to learn from.
I definitely made the right decision coming to Husson.
If you want a place where you can be seen as an individual and know what you're doing and have a career to look forward to, this is your place.
Husson makes it a priority of theirs to make sure each of their students are well-rounded and that we're prepared to go into the future.
I mean, it's very rare to have a college that can emphasize the professor-student interaction, and Husson hits it right on the head.
Instead of just, sitting in the classroom, it's a great way to get hands-on experience. I'm actually out here doing things and seeing how things work.
After being here and meeting the people, I decided this is where I wanted to be, that there was no better option for me.
And we are back, about ready to resume play at the top of the sixth. Slight delay as the first pitch there gets swung on and hit right to Bisson over at third, able to retire for the first out. But small delay that we had, a little bit of a hazard you could call it in the pitching circle.
Yeah, got to give a big shout out here to our field crew team here at Husson University for coming out in this rain and just making sure that the mound and everything else is safe on.
Yeah, a bit of a hazard in the pitching circle there. But we are back in action now, top of the sixth in a one-run game. The next offering is inside for ball one. The next offering is fouled back. That will make it 1-1. Looks like we have a pinch hitter in the game as well. Looks like Lily Friedman is at bat right now. Only 8 at-bats on the year so far. 1 hit, batting 125. As that one is swung on and missed for strike 2. One away here, top of the 6th, a 1-run game. Rarick's 1-2 offering. Catches the outside. That is strike 3. Rarick now 6 strikeouts on the day. That'll bring up Baumgartner, who is also first pitch swinging. And just like that, pops up to Rarick's. So pretty quick, top of the 6th. I believe it was only 5 pitches. Nothing doing for the Bobcats. 3-2. Husson leads this one. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
Nothing runs like a deer.
Whether you have a lawn to mow, a driveway to plow, or a garden to till, our customers know you can't beat the quality and reliability of a John Deere.
And right now at Greenway Equipment Sales, we have a great offer for you.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith Brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
It'll be Tori Exel leading off for the Eagles, bottom half of the 6th inning. Rankin still out there in the circle for the Bobcats in this one. Through 5 innings, he's thrown 78 pitches, allowed 4 hits, walked 2 batters, and struck out 3. Her first offering to Exel is inside for ball 1.
Yeah, Rankin having a really strong showing here. Just not only on the mound, but also hitting as well. She had, I believe, a couple big hits today. Maybe 1, maybe 2. But either way, she's really making her presence known in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Holding this Eagles offense basically hitless after that first inning. After scoring 3 runs in the first, as Axel swings and misses at that one, 1-2 now. After allowing 3 runs in the first inning, off of 3 hits, I believe, she's not given up any runs since then, only 2 hits. As Exel connects on one and lifts it into the gap in left center. That one's going to drop and get in there. That was Baumgartner out in left field, unable to make a play on it, and Exel pulls into second with a standing double.
Yeah, that was a great contact there from Exel. Really just walloped that one right towards left center. And as you said, Reese, Baumgartner tried to get under it, but just couldn't do it in the nick of time. And now the Eagles here, right out to play, Kenzie Dorr, who nailed that 2-run bomb earlier today, does have a chance to kind of extend the score here for the Eagles.
Yeah, chance to pick up some more RBIs here as we'll see a pinch runner, Jess Pomerlow, coming into the game for the Eagles, replacing Tori Exel at second. We saw that in the last game as well. The everyday pinch runner coming in. Great speed over there at second. First offering is in there for strike 1. Rankin's next offering is swung on and fouled back. Door behind 0-2 now, quickly. Rankin at 82 pitches thrown so far in this one as Dorr connects on it. Hits it into center field. That'll score Pomelo from second. Looked like she was going to hold up and hesitated, but was able to reach home safely. Dorr finds herself at second now. 4-2, the Eagles lead.
Dorr just having herself a fantastic game today, Reese. As we mentioned earlier, multiple times she had that big home run. Now with a pretty big double here late in this game to just put the Eagles up another run and could possibly just close this out here depending on how the rest of this inning goes.
Yeah, great job from Dorr providing a little bit of insurance, giving them the 2-run lead here in the bottom half of the 6th. As this is McLeod standing in now for the Eagles. So that one is popped up on the infield. Going to the shallow outfield. That'll be Musco putting that one away, the center fielder. And that is 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, McLeod kind of having a pretty quiet game here. Hasn't really done too much. And on that play, got a good slice of the ball, but they just said Reese Musco got under it and gives the Cats 1 out.
This will be a pinch hitter now as Julia Gregoire gets ready to stand in. She pinch hit last game as well, came up with a big single up the middle. Looking to score Dorr from second base. That first pitch is in there for strike 1. The next offering is inside. That'll make the count even now. The 1-1 is swung on and fouled back. One and 2 now. Rankin finds herself in a good pitcher's count. This one is popped up by Gregoire. Boswell right there underneath it. Able to make the play. And there are 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th now.
Yeah, Boswell having an incredible performance here defensively. She's had about
a lot of chances.
Absolutely. 3 to 4 pop-up balls here that she's caught. She's really making an impact for this Bobcats team.
And on the ground as well. I believe she had a diving play earlier. If not in this game, she had one in the first game. So a great effort over there at third from her today. This is Emily Dunbar standing in now for the Eagles. This will be her 3rd at-bat. She has struck out and drawn a walk so far. Finds herself down 0-2 here, though. The next offering is swung on and popped up over by the brand new batting cages behind the Bates dugout. The next offering is high for ball 1. 1-2 now. Next one is popped up back into the fans. Seen a lot of balls get fouled off into the bleachers area. Luckily, nobody been hit today.
Absolutely. Never, always a very random sign whenever those balls get popped up over the net and into the stands.
Dunbar, 1-2. Takes one inside to make it 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away in the inning. Let's see if Dunbar can capitalize here, as there's another one fouled off and out of play.
Dunbar really making Rankin work here in her at-bat. It just seems like there have just been kind of spurts in the game where either hits just come and go, but then there are other just times where we have things like this where the pitcher will just keep getting worked by these batters.
And that one is swung on and missed by Dunbar, but a run comes across on another RBI from Kenzie Dorr. That would be a 3rd of the day. 4-2, the Eagles lead this one now. Top of the 7th coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Selling is all about relationships and building trust. At Greenway, it's our people that have built the business. We're fortunate to have a team with years of experience. They know John Deere equipment inside and out and go the extra mile to take care of our customers.
And right now is a great time to talk to one of us about a new tractor. Get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor. Nothing runs like a Deere.
From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
And back here to start off the top of the 7th. Husson Eagles 3 outs away from closing their regular season off with yet another win. As we see Morgan Tainter, the new catcher for the Eagles, coming to close this one out behind the dish. Come Boswell standing in for Bates. Slaps one foul to begin the top half of the 7th. The next offering is just high, misses the mark. 1-1 the count now to Boswell. Boswell swings and fouls another one off to make it 1-2 now. Boswell chops that one foul down the third base line as well, so we will redo it again.
Coming into the contest today, Boswell hitting 167. He's got 6 assists on the season, 2 RBIs. Pretty good numbers. Pretty good numbers.
Yeah, she was 1 for 2 in the second game of their doubleheader versus Tufts yesterday. As she calls time here. Rarick's 1-2 offering is outside. 2-2 now. The count runs even. Next offering from Rarick is inside as well. That'll push the count to full now. Full count offering coming from Rarick. Inside, a little bit high and inside. That's going to be ball 4. Boswell finds herself on first base now. That'll bring up number 20, Cassidy Musco. Musco 0 for 3 so far in this one. 2 groundouts, able to lace that one over into left field. Runner advances to third. Musco over to second. That'll be a double. 2 runners in scoring position now. Nobody out for the Bobcats.
Yeah, good contact there from Musco. As you said, Reese, he was really struggling throughout this game, both earlier today and in this one. So for her to get contact like that in this game is very big for the Bobcats.
Now it looks like we will see McKenna Smith coming in to close this one out, hopefully for the Eagles. She comes in with 2 runners on, 3 outs away from closing it. We will take a quick break and join you on the other side shortly.
Nothing runs like a deer.
Whether you have a lawn to mow, a driveway to plow, or a garden to till, our customers know you can't beat the quality and reliability of a John Deere.
And right now at Greenway Equipment Sales, we have a great offer for you.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 72 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
And we are back, about to get going again here in the top of the 7th. McKenna Smith now in the circle for the Eagles as her first pitch is inside for ball 1. This is Hollis at bat. And if you're Bates, really nobody better in this situation. Already doubled in this game, doubled in the first game. There's a single back up the middle. Runners coming around from third. They're going to say that she was safe, and it is 4-4.
Wow, what a great hit there from Hollis. She's really been having a great day today. Just really slammed it up the second base line, up to the right field, and just ties this game up for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and a great throw from Raymond to get it in from center field to home. Just unable to lay the tag down in time. It is now tied at 4. Great play there from Dorr over at shortstop. Unable to make a recovery throw back to second, though. There's one away.
Yeah, great reaction play there from Dorr. Saw that ball was coming, and she just made a terrific diving play. Gives the Eagles one out.
That'll be Jones, the catcher, standing in now for the Bobcats as she looks at the first pitch ball. That one is popped up into shallow center. That one's going to drop. Raymond throws home. And no tag is applied at home. That'll make it 5-4 Bobcats now.
Wow, big hit there from Jones. Just popped that one up into left center and drives it and run, and the Bobcats taking the lead here.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscue there as Tainter didn't apply the tag at home. Had her in plenty of time. And the Eagles find themselves trailing 5-4 now. This is now Liazzo standing in. She quickly finds herself behind 0-2. Next one is fouled back. It will remain 0-2 now. Back-to-back plays. A ball in the outfield has resulted in a run scored, as Liazos strikes out swinging there. Now 2 away in the inning.
Yep.
That'll bring up Delaney Rankin.
Yeah, it just really seemed like in that there was a play where I believe it was either Jones or Hollis was coming into home, and they threw it in from the outfield, and it looked like she was got to be out by a long shot, but she just grabbed the ball and threw it to second, just I think out of instinct. By the way, results in a 5-4 lead for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it didn't apply the tag, as Blackie almost dropped that one out in left field, but able to hold on to it. But the damage has been done. 3 runs come across for the Bobcats in the top of the 7th. They lead it 5-4 now. Last chance for the Eagles coming up. Don't go anywhere.
5 years ago, we started this journey of recycling. And with that same ingenuity, with that same innovation, and with that same entrepreneurship, we're approaching our next 45 years. We have an obligation to figure out how we can consume less, how we can recycle more, how we can create more sustainable products, and how we help our customers enable that.
We owe it to the future generations to continue to do better and recycle better.
And we are back. Bottom half of the 7th. About to get underway. Tegan Blackie will lead off for the Eagles in really bottom of the 7th that we didn't honestly see coming. The Eagles being up 2 runs. Kenneth Smith, of all pitchers, being in the circle, 3 outs away. Couldn't close it down as the Bobcats were able to score 3 in the top of the 7th to take a 5-4 lead now.
Yeah, gotta credit that to the dynamic duo that has been Hollis and Jones for the Bobcats. Just 2 big hits, drove in those 3 runs, which have given the Bobcats the lead. So let's see if the Bobcats can either close it out, or let's see if the Eagles have a little bit more flight and fight in them to hang about here.
Blackie finds herself at a 3-0 count here. That one is in there. 3-1 is the count now. Blackie laces one into center field. That one's going to get into the gap, go almost toward the wall. Tegan Blackie is in at second with a leadoff double. That'll bring up the top of the batting order again in Katie Raymond.
Definitely what you'd like to see if you're the Eagles, having your top hitters up this late in the game.
Raymond looks to drop down a bunt there, but they'll say she pulled back in time and is ball 1. The next one is popped up. Great play from Liazzo's to be right there to make a play on it.
Yeah, it was great recognition there from Liazzo. Just saw that the ball was coming, so she inched in a little bit. And then she popped it up. She hustled right over to it, caught the fly out.
That is Lydia Rice digging in here. She laces one down in the gap and a one-hopper out to the wall. That has tied the game now in the bottom of the seventh. Only one away.
Absolutely phenomenal hit there from Rice. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, she does not see a lot of moments, but when she got her opportunity today, she has definitely made it worthwhile. Made a bunch of really great plays, playing second base, a diving catch, among other things. And with that hit today, that really just puts the bow on top of all of it. Rankin puts it in for McCabe. In for a ball.
The next offering to McCabe is also high. 2-0 now.
McCabe here with a big opportunity to close this out for the Eagles. Is that one a little low? Here with a 3-0 count now. Rankin has pitched all 7 innings, has allowed 9 hits. Doing a very phenomenal job as that one goes foul. As McCabe says with a 3-1 count.
Yeah, McCabe here with a great chance to pick up that winning run from second. Only one away here. As that pitch is below the zone, that'll be ball 4. Two runners on now, and that'll bring up Tori Exel. Again, only one away in the inning.
Definitely, this is definitely the player you'd like to see if you're the Eagles. Tori Exel up to bat. She's had some pretty big plays in both games this afternoon, excuse me. So we'll see what she can do here and hopefully try to close this game out for the Eagles. Rankin delivers it in, and it's a bit inside. Brings the count at 1-1. Excellent, with 14 RBIs on the season, so a big one here would deliver the punch in the mouth to the Bobcats, which would be this walk-off. It just sits with 1 and 2.
Yeah, and that pitch, she wanted it right there. A big swing on that one, just came up empty. Now find yourself 1 and 2. Just inside. As that one evens the count now at 2 and 2.
That one fouled out. The right, and Axel stays alive here, really making Rankin work. Count stays 2 and 2. As Exel could deliver the final blow. As that one goes over the stands. As Exel will stay alive here.
Yeah, doing a great job staying alive. As you said, fouling off pitches with a 2 and 2 count. As there's another one fouled off.
Really just doing everything in her power to make sure that her team has a chance in this ball game.
Yeah, doesn't want to go down striking out here. Putting 2 outs on the board. Swung and popped up. Over on the right side again, and we will do it again. Another 2-2 coming. Next offering. Exel doing a great job here, making Rankin really work for it. Tenth pitch of the at-bat coming up here. That one is swung on, hit towards center. Musco right there for it. There are 2 away in the inning.
Yeah, after that very long at bat, Exel finally able to keep that ball in fair play, but unfortunately Musco had other plans. Got right underneath it. And 2 outs away now from extra innings, but for the Eagles, you wouldn't want anybody else at the plate than Kenzie Dorr.
Yeah, already homered in the first inning of this one. Has 3 out of the 5 RBIs for the Eagles so far. Looking to pick up just 1 more. Next one is taken high for ball 2. 2-0 now to Dorr.
Looks like Rankin has really been favoring that outside zone of the batter's box. Really doesn't want to give Dorr too much to work with.
That one is caught over there by Maher at third, or at short, excuse me. Just like that, we are headed to the 8th inning, tied at 5. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
Choosing a school is really difficult, but I have never felt like I should have gone somewhere else.
The thing I like about the school, the class sizes are smaller.
Making friends is easier here because of the fact that you are such a tight-knit community.
I was shooting around a basketball. That's how I met my first friend.
You meet a lot of new people from different areas of the world.
I feel like I've grown so much here. And there's so many amazing people that work here to learn from.
I definitely made the right decision coming to Husson.
And we are actually going to have the game called because of the weather. It'll result in a 5-5 tie throughout 7 innings in this game. It was a great performance on the mound from Rankin, only allowing 3 runs in the first inning and then 2 throughout the later innings of this one. Husson had to battle back in the late 7th. Able to tie this one to finish their season. Sam, what did you see out of this game that really stood out to you?
So I think first and foremost, what stood out to me was the amount of fight that was in the Bobcats. Last game did not end up in their favor. Everything did not seem to be going their way, but it was that, I believe it was that 6th inning going into it where they just had a flurry of hits from Jones and Hollis, who really catapulted their momentum. They seemed to be a lot more aggressive, going after those balls, swinging a lot more. Their defense was much improved from their last game. Very good performances from Boswell alike. So it was really fun to watch. And as for the Eagles, of course, Rarick had a great game on the mound. The defense was there. And it's unfortunate to call it, but sometimes better safe than sorry in terms of this weather.
Yeah, this one will this one will end in a 5-5 tie. As previously mentioned, the Husson Eagles win the first one, tie the second one here today to end their season. For Reese Standenberg and Sam Miller, this has been the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Thank you all for tuning in.